Hello guys, welcome to my channel Made in Mother Russia. Today is Sunday the 15th and I'm coming to you live from Moscow as you can see. So on today's topic, I actually just want to discuss with you guys. It's very loud here guys, sorry. On today's topic, I want to discuss with you guys a little bit about the political situation that's ongoing in the world right now, the geopolitical situation. And before I start, I would like to ask for apologies because I've been missing in action for the past 2 to 3 weeks. You know, I have not made any content for you guys. I'm sorry, but you know how it is. Sometimes you need to take a time off so you can come strong, you know. Come strong. Sorry. So basically what I was trying to say is that where should I go? Should I go this side? You know, I'm walking. I don't know where I'm walking right now. I just decided to take a walk here in Moscow. Let me take this side where it's a little bit quiet. Yeah, so basically what I was saying is that the political situation right now is at a crossroads. What do I mean by that? This is the analysis, guys. I want to give you the analysis. We have two wars that are ongoing, two special military operations. Excuse me, guys. No, so it's a Sunday, but just so busy, you know. Can't believe this. So basically, as I was saying, is that we have two ongoing conflicts right now in the world, and these two ongoing conflicts are of major importance. There are two countries that are fighting for two countries that are fighting for all of us, and they are fighting the same enemy. That enemy is the United States and its chihuahuas. That's America and all the European countries, the chihuahuas. The problem here is that the Americans, the United States of America, they are trying to tighten the grip that they are losing slowly by slowly. The hegemonical grip that they have on the world, they are losing it, you know, they are losing it. And they opened up two fronts. The two fronts they opened are one against the Russian Federation. The second front is against the Chinese Republic, against China, the People's Republic of China. So basically, they opened up that front, these two fronts, one against China, one against the Russia. The one against China is actually through Iran. And on both fronts, the United States is losing massively because they have miscalculated. As always, I don't know, the United States is as if they are being run by some type of cross. Guys, I have no idea where I'm walking. I'm just taking a stroll. Maybe I'll reach the metro station somewhere here, close by. So basically, as I was saying, every time the United States opens up a front, it's as if they have no plan at all. They have only plan A, you know, and they put all their eggs in one basket, thinking that plan A, there's no way it can fail, and if it worked somewhere else, it will work here. They have a general plan for everything. They think one solution solves all the problems, you know. So basically, they miscalculated and opened up two fronts. The first front they opened up in Ukraine against Russia, using Ukraine as a proxy. They made a grave error because they thought that, and this is the play that they always use. The play is that, wow, such a big dog. Beautiful dogs, guys. You see them? Ooh. The play that they opened up against Russia is that we'll hit and we'll put a lot of pressure on Russia, provoke it to the point whereby it will have to take up a military action. And once they start up this military action, that's the Russians, then we will use all our resources, the media. Let me see if this is working, guys. All our resources, we'll use the media, that's the propaganda outlets, CNN, BBC, Sky News, and all the rest. We'll use all the resources, the media, and then we'll create, and when I'm saying we, I'm talking about the Western countries, then we'll create a narrative whereby we'll make Russia look like the aggressor. And by doing so, they actually forced Russia to the point whereby Russia had to take up a military action. And they thought that once their plan goes through and make Russia look as if they are the aggressor to the world, they will have the legitimacy to impose all their sanctions onto Russia, whereby after imposing the sanctions, the people, the citizens of the Russian Federation within the country will be fed up and will rise up, start up some type of revolution, and that will result into a regime change. That is their first playbook. And they never change. This is how they always do it. You know? And this is what they thought. So this plan went through, but the result was not what they were expecting. There was no regime change. The Russian people were steadfast, supporting their country, supporting their government. Hence, today we have Ukraine defeated a couple of times, and the Western countries, together with their chihuahuas, have no idea of what to do. They are blind right now. They've supported their country. They've supported Ukraine with their proxy. They've supported their proxy Ukraine with, and that clown Zelensky with all the what do you call it? With all the resources, the weapons, but by doing so, it only made Russia more stronger. Russia diversified its economy, its resources. It became more stronger, started to produce for itself. Their military industry really exposed the Western military industry, actually what works and what does not work, what is for Hollywood and what is for reality. You know, everything produced here in the West, I mean here in the Russian Federation for military purposes, is actually the type of equipment that really is created for war, you know, created for the military, not those Hollywood trash that is created by the United States. You know, it exposed the United States that their whole principle of warfare is, so they have the wrong approach. They rely on aircraft carriers, a lot of navy ships, a lot of air force, but in this special military operation in Ukraine showed us that all that is trash. Once you have, if you have a great air defense, and come to say, Russia has the best air defense that was created ever. Hence, Russia is the strongest military ever. So that's number one. Number two, I wanted to discuss about the front they have opened up against China in Iran. The same playbook that I'm telling you guys about, the same playbook they tried to play in Iran. What did they do first? I think somewhere in January, they tried to, they actually created protests, violent protests in Iran, and they tried to, those protests failed, and there was no regime change. So that was their plan A. You know, regime change, guys. So basically, a few days ago, maybe 11, I don't know how many days ago, they tried it again. But this time, they attacked Iran. Israel and the United States attacked Israel directly by taking out the leader, the number one person in Iran, the number one leader. And they thought that once we take out the leader, just as if they did in Venezuela, whereby they paid off all those Venezuelan government officials, they thought that the same situation can be applied everywhere else. They thought that because Iran has had sanctions all these years, they thought that the people are poor, the people are desperate. If you take out the leader, just as they did in Iran, you can quickly bribe somebody. They think money solves everything, you know. They think money solves everything. That's the problem. But once they took out the leader of Iran, the Iranians even became more steadfast, you know, and their plan backfired. Iran immediately took up an action whereby, because the Iranians they are fighting for their future, you know, they are fighting for their civilization. Unlike the Westerners, they started this operation because for them it's a choice. It's a war of choice, you know. But that's not the case for the Iranians. So, as I was saying, their plan backfired. Yo, what's up, man? Their plan backfired, and now they are clueless. They don't know what to do next. You know, they have no cards. Trump, you don't have any cards. Trump, he destroyed his legacy. I used to support Trump at the beginning, you know, because it was between Trump and the Democrats. I chose Trump. But none to say, now I realize that Trump is a made man, you know, he's not Trump is a puppet, you know. He wants to be like Putin, but I'm sorry, Trump, you can never be like Putin. Putin is the real boss. He's the real man. He does not shout, he does not tweet, he just delegates, and you know. And there's a saying here that I've learned in Russia. He who does not know how to delegate will end up doing the task himself. So that's what I wanted to say. The Americans and their chihuahuas are failing. They have been exposed on all fronts. Iran is doing the right thing. They are hitting them hard as they should. And this is the same way Russia should hit the Ukrainians, you know. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. You cannot use the same solution for various problems. So guys, that's what I wanted to say today. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share, like with your friends. Make Mother Russia. Okay, bye, Paka, ciao.